So, what are some of the major legal issues you're seeing these days in the property development industry, and how could these be mitigated or avoided?
Hmm. I guess something that comes up very frequently at the very talking about a multi-stage sort of situation as in the board game, running through each of these aspects. When you're looking at the acquisition phase and you're looking at a particular property, have a mind to what are the actual restrictions that might already exist. Is there a covenant that happens to sit on the title? Are there planning issues that might be coming up beyond what you might just be able to Google, out of a newspaper website to say, okay, there's this development and that roads changing in the area, etc. Yeah, dig in deeper depth. Call someone at council to have that discussion. Call your lawyer to look through the title, the vendor the contract, and the vendor statement ahead of time to see what you're binding yourself into. It's not unusual with some of the newer developments to have covenants in place to say, you must develop your particular block within a certain period of time. Well, actually, does that fit in with what your intent is, especially in some of the more greenfield areas of different cities? That's one of the issues that has come up. On the, I guess, enforcement compliance side of things, council will certainly looking more closely at compliance. If you're removing covenants or dealing with covenants at all, then lawyers are going to be mandatorily involved in that process. Councils will want interpretations. Yeah. So it's important to know and factor in that these issues will come up. If you're looking at a particular piece of property, there are these issues there that obviously getting legal advice you're aware of. Factor that into your project timing. Make sure your feasibility factors in that this might be a 4 to 6 month issue to overcome. Have you factored in the holding costs within that period of time, or have you pushed out your settlement dates and given yourself the right to be able to deal with that during the contract period? So just be aware that we've moved into a more litigious and compliance-based environment, and government authorities are certainly looking more closely at projects and at developers to make sure that I's are dotted, T's are crossed. And from the developer's perspective, unfortunately, that means money and time, and you really need to factor in those risk elements and have a buffer in place to deal with that.
Right.